What up? I have a special guest here today. It's my week with her. I haven't seen her in, geez, it feels like a month. 3 weeks. 3 weeks. Yeah, it's going on there. It's going on my diary. This is my diary. It's been 3 weeks since I've seen her. Every time I see her, she gets a little bigger, and now it's 3 weeks later, and I've shared about it in my videos, that little turning point for me. I won't go into detail. I don't want to embarrass her.
What did you say?
I'm recording. I am recording. No, I'm not pausing it. It's already mid, like we're live.
Wait, what did you say?
I am literally sharing right now. So you can't ask questions right now.
If I watch all your videos, will I see something?
I am going to post this on YouTube, so this conversation we're having is getting posted too.
Okay.
Alright. This is my baby. That's my Lainey. She doesn't even know what's behind the seat there. She can see it in the video now.
Is that Billie Eilish?
It's definitely Billie Eilish.
I asked my mom to get that for me, and she said no.
Anyways.
I literally had that picture saved.
I was stressing. We're gonna die, Lainey. So I can grab this for you. Check this out. I had a friend give me this. Look at this thing. She went to the concert. We're gonna put that on the wall.
My wall.
You know, today was a tough day. It was tough. Like, I realized I'm not a good trainer at work. Thought I was. It depends on who I'm training. I also realized that, you know, I can go through all of these gratitudes. I can do all of these things that I'm supposed to be doing. Oh man, there's a police officer behind us, so. Oh, he's still going. Not that it matters, but I can do all these things and I'll still worry and stress. I was stressed, man. Like, I'm a half deal away from my bonus, and I didn't get it. I would have loved to be on this video talking about I made it. I did other things that were good, but I didn't get that. And I usually do. So it was a little frustrating. But if I really think about it, you know, this time last year, man, I was waiting to go into treatment. Waiting a couple more days, I'd be going into treatment. So, well, not this time last year, sorry. This time last year, I was getting loaded, actually. And so, yeah, this time last year was a nightmare. Probably be picking her up and then off to the races. So today, I'll pick her up. I'll do my routines, you know, go to the gym, make my meeting, fall asleep with her. She'll sleep in my bed. And wake up next to her. We have to do it for ourselves, or it's never going to happen. And that's not to knock on, you know, like, we can't do it for our kids. Why not? It's not that. I wish it was that easy. I wish it was that easy, where I could just say for other people. But I have to do it for myself. When I do it for myself, I'm doing it for my kids. But I definitely have some gratitudes today. And I don't hate myself. And it might not have been quite where I wanted to be, but it's a lot better than it could have been. It's a lot better than it could have been. I'll figure out the rest. You know? It'll all work out. It always does. As long as I don't get loaded. On another side of things, something happened for me today that caught me off guard, and it made me happy. Somebody asked about me and my kids. At least I found out they did. And it just melted my freaking heart, man. I really appreciated that. And even though I can't say anything to them, I hope they run across this, because it meant a lot to me to hear that. I just figured they just didn't think about me anymore. They just wrote my ass off. We don't ask about somebody unless we care about them. So that was nice to hear that somebody cares about me still. Cares enough to ask about me. So it's a big deal. I gotta be able to see in that mirror, baby. Sorry. No offense. I just want us to live. So, I don't normally do this. I did it with the littles. I'm going to do it with her. I won't put the camera on her. But she has no problem talking on this, clearly. So, I want us to do 3 gratitudes together. Okay? Because it's important. You're going to tell me 3 things that you're grateful for. And I'm going to tell you 3 things that I'm grateful for. Let me rephrase that. I'm going to tell you 3 things that I'm grateful for. And then I want you to tell me 3 things you're grateful for. Because it's a big deal to me. And when I was your age, my parents didn't know about gratitudes. Or if they did, well, they didn't. So they didn't ask me when I was your age, what are you grateful for? What are 3 things you're grateful for? Who knows? I didn't open up to my parents. I didn't tell my parents about getting jumped. I didn't tell my parents about any of that stuff. I couldn't tell them. But I want to be that father for you that can tell you, that you can tell me anything. And I won't dig unless you tell me. So 3 things I'm grateful for. Number 1, I'm grateful that I'm clean today and that I have over 9 months clean. Number 2, I'm grateful for this video journal that I do. That I get to express myself on it.
No.
And I'm grateful for you. That you're in my life. I say I'm grateful for my kids all the time, but you're in the car. And I am grateful for you. I'm grateful that you're in my life and that like you didn't give up on me. And you knew that I could do what it took to get better. And that you still love me no matter what. And it means a lot to me. And I love you so much. Okay, before I start crying, what are 3 things you're grateful for? Come on.
Speak on
You know what grateful for means, right?
this. Yes.
Okay, so give me 1.
My parents.
Okay. What's the next one? This Billie Eilish thing. Okay. And what's the last one? What's the last one?
My animals.
For your animals. Oh, I feel bad I didn't bring up Poppy. Poppy gave me so much love yesterday. Oh, yeah. I'm grateful for my cat. My cat knows, man. My cat has been good to me these last couple of months, man. Because my cat knows I've been sad. It's been coming over and rubbing my head. That cat has rubbed my head the last couple of months. There's one person that I know that has watched that kind of love that cat gives me. where it gives me hugs and kisses. That cat rubbed my head like a couple weeks ago. Got on the couch and rubbed my head. I was like, man, Papa, you know. Anyways, so yeah, I mean, what do they call it? A slow burn? This process is a slow burn. It takes a lot. The seconds sometimes feel like hours. And then sometimes the hours feel like minutes. I know what it's like to sit there and talk, and hours felt like seconds. It's a wonderful feeling, by the way. So if you ever get a chance, whoever's watching this, to experience that, it's a good one. Do you want to say something?
No. I will watch it.
You're gonna watch this? Wow, I'll get a view. It's awesome. Wow, it'll say one view. Yeah. Grateful for this weather. I'm so grateful that I'm not gonna get loaded today. I don't know how many Saturdays I would drive home and all I could think about is like, am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? Knowing damn well I was going to. And there was nothing gonna stop me. I was on social media today and I had this conversation with somebody where they said something about extreme accountability. And it was really interesting for me to hear those two words put together. See, I believe accountability is accountability. There's no levels to it. Either you're accountable or you're not. Either you hold yourself accountable or you don't. I know in all of the bad things that I've done, I'm responsible for all the actions I did. Even in this last relationship I was in, there's responsibility there. You know, I fell in love with somebody that didn't have the ability to love. They didn't have enough spoons. They didn't want a relationship. I did. And it's not that I wanted a relationship. I wanted a relationship with this person because of what they did for me. When I was really stressed, they were there for me. When I didn't want to go to sleep alone, they were there for me. And when I didn't know who to talk to, they wouldn't let me off the phone. They wouldn't stop texting. And it was a very stressful time for me. And all of those things that they did for me, teaching me how to feel instead of using a spiritual principle. Because it says right there in the literature that there's no spiritual principle that will help the current problem sometimes. You know, a problem like this sometimes. I'm not saying the wordage right, but if you know this program, then you know what I'm talking about. I can't go into gratitude or acceptance. I can't go into any of that. I just have to persevere. And this person told me sometimes you just gotta feel it, and you feel it, and then you acknowledge that it sucks. And I thought my go-to is the right answer, but that's so true. You just gotta feel it. And then later on that day, this person, I was, kind of beating myself up, and they said, well, did you make a meeting? And I said, well, yeah, I made a meeting. They said, did you talk to your sponsor? And I was like, yeah, I've talked to my sponsor. Now we're doing the gratitudes. And they said, well, yeah, you got to feel it a little bit. Now be grateful. And I just thought to myself, man, I've been in these rooms for a long time, and here's somebody that hasn't been in these rooms for that long, and they know exactly what I need to be doing. So I can learn from anybody, no matter how much time they have. It went to the saying of, you can learn from somebody with one day. A person with 20 years clean can learn from somebody with 1 day clean, and a person with 1 day clean can learn from somebody with 20 years clean. That can be done. Because the therapeutic value of one addict helping another is without parallel. talked recovery, and yeah, so I made the mistake of letting the faucet go full blast and putting that stress on this person who could not provide me with any more spoons. And I made that mistake. And in that, I didn't understand what they had going on internally, or how to handle somebody with what they had, their struggles. But I'm not going to sit back and just only look at how it ended, which was terrible. What I'm going to look at is what I gained from it. Even the terrible taught me how to persevere through the end of that, which was amazing. And for that, if this person ever watches this, I want to thank you for that. The whole thing, the whole experience gave me the ability to learn. And so, it's 6:39. I'll go home. I'll figure out food. Oh, we're gonna bring pizza home. That's what we're doing. We're gonna go get pizza. And then, that way I don't have to cook, okay? Are you down with pizza? Say, I'm down with pizza. Just kidding. If y'all could see. Whew. Anyways, oh, there it is. She got that. She gave me that Clint Eastwood look. She's too young to know who that guy is. But y'all know. Clint Eastwood's a dude. Why, does Clint Eastwood sound like a girl's name? Well, it could be a girl's name, so let me just make this clear. I don't care how a person identifies. But, yeah, it's a guy's name. So, process sucks, but it's a requirement for Journey. And Journey is wonderful. It's amazing. It's beautiful. The chaos in all of it is beauty. So I'll keep this under 20 minutes. And thank you for participating in my video journal. Bye.